Alrighty. We are live after our long break, so we'll get right on into it. Let's get the link sent out and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Why do I have three of these? Okay. All right. Let's get the YouTube link. If you guys aren't in the Instagram group chat, let me know. I can send you the link. That's where I send out the I'm live every day. So let's do this. All right. And okay, here. I'm going to turn the bot on here. Let's see, so we're going to go here, and here. All right, good. All right. And so we're going to trade, I believe, 8 micros on MNQ right here. So maybe we'll get a trade. Let's check it out, see what we got. Okay, that trade's over. As more of you guys get in here, I'll explain the bot a little bit. Rami, what's going on? Sorry, I was sick yesterday and didn't really have any updates either. So it kind of worked out that I wasn't able to live stream. Um, but I believe we're gonna have a couple updates today and tomorrow, so that'll be nice. So we'll get to see how that works. Now let me just double check one thing. Delu, what's going on? What's going on? Do we have any news at 10? Pending home sales? Okay, I guess we do, but I'm not sure how much that's going to impact our market here. We'll let this one play out. If there's a trade, there's a trade. If there's not, there's not. Maybe I'll try to exit a little bit sooner. Let's see what we got here first. Let's see. Okay. No long trade opened yet, but there should be one. Why did that not get filled? That's bizarre. We should be in a long right here. Maybe I need to go back to my original settings. Hold on here. I always do this. Good until canceled. Market, good until canceled. Hit save. Okay. All right, so this trade's going to turn out to be a pretty decent one, which we don't get to be a part of. That stinks. But really good trade here. Super solid move. We just should have been in. The bot did take earlier today. It took a really nice trade right here. No, right here. I caught this long earlier in the morning in a different account, which was really sick. So that ended up being about $2,000. It was really nice. All right, so still no fill here. How bizarre. Wondering what's going on with that. It was just working a minute ago. Now it's not. So my question is, maybe it's in a different account. Let's see. Trade and no, right? No, right? Okay. Technical difficulties here, and I'm not sure why. What the hell? All right, let's check this one more time. Let's do, if not, we'll just take the signals normally. Now I have an idea on how to get some of these, but let's see, webhooks. Yeah. Okay. Broker. We go Topstep, hit edit. Okay, we have the right account, save. Okay. So everything is in order. I don't know why it's not working. Good, it's okay. Why did it get rejected is the question. Your maximum order quantity has been hit. Please change your quantity placement settings if you want to change. Oh, interesting. All right. So then let's do this. Let's go to, that's very fascinating. I didn't know I had to specify. All right. I'm going to do this here. Pause. How fascinating is that? Wow. Delete. And I need that. Well, good thing we didn't get into this trade, that's for sure. That's so weird. We'll do this. Play this as the, yep, here we go, copy. Okay, hit save, and then we need to go pause it really fast, of course. All right, gotta make sure we don't get any weird trades. Let's pause it. Then we need to go here and go back to our I need to go back to strategies. Subscriptions. Edit. 1. That's actually really strange. Whoa. Huge sell-off here. Turn the bot on. All right, let's see what we got here. See if we can get ourselves into a position here. Long. There's our fill. We got a pretty good fill on that. This might not be the best trade in the world, but we got a good fill on it. Let's see what we got here. See if we can catch this thing holding down. If not, we have to jump out at probably -4. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. So a little bit of slippage because price is moving so fast. That's going to be part of what we have to look for when we're trading is going to be some of these moves just go so quickly that we end up having to miss out. So let's see what this trade gives us here. See if we can hold kind of this level here. If we can't, we'll jump out. If we can, then we should have a decent little profit here. And I'll probably settle at about $70 to $100 on this trade, depending on how fast it moves. Okay. Wait around for it here. So buyers step in at this level here, which is good. I don't know if it's good for us though. Let's see. -2. Okay. Strategy wanted us to get out at that low. We held on a little bit just because we have enough room. All right, so there we go. There's -3. Now here's one adjustment I'm going to end up making. I think is either we're not because I took the trend meter from the predictive model. One thing I'm probably going to do is it's one of two things. Either no trades while this thing is blue because it's just the trend, or take the trade with the trend when this thing is blue. So this trade would be a short, this would be a short, this would be a short, this would be a short, that would be a short. And of those, of course, this trade works out, that one doesn't. But of those, probably this would be the only one that doesn't make any money. That's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do. One of the things that tends to happen is we catch these really good spots, but price is just trending so strong that it doesn't necessarily make sense for us to go short to a move this strong here. Does that make sense? Let me look at the we're down 394. I'm okay with that. Oops, I'm good with that. So that's going to be an adjustment that I make here, I believe. The order's not filling is still happening. No, Raymond, we got it figured out. We got it figured out. We got it figured out. But we'll have some updates here. This is like the first version of the bot. I've got a couple more coming out, so we'll be good. We just got to give it some time. It just takes a little bit longer to get these things developed than you'd like, but for whatever reason, it was recognizing MNQ as NQ, and our max order size could only be 5. And so it wasn't recognizing that we would take these micros. And so I think what I have to do is specify that I want to trade MNQ, and then I could do my 8 contracts or whatever. But if the system can't recognize the difference between micros and full size, then that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. All right. So we got that figured out, which that might have been an issue before too. I just didn't know if that was actually the... Anyway, hope everybody is well and doing good. Sorry for the absence. Monday babysat. Tuesday, let's see, no updates. Wednesday I was down for the count, but we didn't have any updates either. And today we really don't have any updates, but I have a feeling by midday today I'll have 2 to 3 new versions of this, and that will help me. That'll help me see some of this a little bit better. And then I think once I get Once I get these updates, make sure that the accuracy is right. Once I make sure that the entry and everything is good, then I'll probably tinker with this. I'm gonna either do one of two things with this. Either there's going to be no trades while this is blue, and so when the market is trending, when we've got a nice clean like rip down here, either we do not trade it because there's accuracy issues, just because the strategy doesn't trade it very well, or we trade it with the trend. One of those two will work out better. Either we will have an increased win rate by not trading these moves, which I think is going to be the case. We only take trades while it's red, while it's choppy, quote unquote choppy. And then this would be like the trade that we would catch while price is kind of sitting. Like that would be a high quality move. Um, or we only take trades while this thing is blue in the direction that it's giving. So this would be a normal trade, which would have been really good. Um, and all of these would have been short, all of these. This one wouldn't have worked out, but this one would have worked out very nicely. This one would have worked out beautifully. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. The thing about this is that it can repaint, so you might have to give it like one candle confirmation first, but that's gonna be the next kind of the next step in this. And then I think from there, once that gets updated, which it could just be the weekend at the pace that I'm working at now, then we should be ready by next week to really get this out and get this version rolling. Because I don't think that there are too many pieces that I need to update after that. So make sure the orders and entries work out well, and then make sure that I understand these trends. Because the thing that will blow you out of trades the fastest are these huge, massive moves that just go crazy fast. Like this one works out, but this one would have been a tough one to to trade. This one was okay. This one wouldn't have worked. We wouldn't have taken that one, or we'd have just gone short here. We would have gone short here, I guess, as well. So we'll see. We'll see. It probably means that if I had to guess, I would say that the strategy would make more money taking these trades in the trend, but it would be less accurate. And so that's something that I'll have to wrestle with and kind of see what I prefer. Because ideally, yeah, we want to take a short on these moves right here. Short, short, short. Like these would be really good, positions to take. But if the win rate drops, that could be tricky too. Because yes, we could make $1,000, $2,000 on these moves, like easily. Like these would be huge. Entire move. Let's go look at from this point here down to the bottom. That's 100 points. That's crazy. That's crazy. So like that's $2,000. So that's awesome. But if it only catches those, 50% of the time, and the other 50% blows up an account or stops you out, I don't know, because it's not just going to take one trade; it's going to take multiple trades off of this move. So that's kind of we'll see. So we'll figure that one out. But hopefully we'll have the updated version for tomorrow's live stream, which would be sick, and then we'll from there over the weekend try to get this going here, which it might happen on Tuesday. We'll figure it out, but Tuesday, Wednesday. And then from there, the individuals who already have the model will be ready to go. Trinity Days, Rami, really good question. To that, I would say no. So the difference between trendy days and choppy days is just time. Like if you look at the market right now, it's kind of giving us a trend of up and then down, which technically is chop. It just is extended chop. We have price moving up from here and then down from up here, but we're basically back at the same spot we were before. And so if you're looking at this on a higher time frame, like it's just complete chop, right? And so choppiness and trendiness, I think, depends on the time frame and when you're looking at the markets. You could consider, let's see. Well, it's been moving. This is choppy. This is kind of choppy, kind of trend. This is definitely trend. This is like trend up, trend down, choppy, trend. So like what we consider trend and chop for an entire day is going to be hard to distinguish. That's why I like the trend meter here. That way we know, like, okay, price has a clear direction. It's giving us some cleaner moves. Yeah, there are some green candles in here, but for the most part, we get one green, couple reds, one green, big red. So, and then now we're kind of trending back up. So having two different bots doesn't make sense, no, because then you have to decide if it's choppy or trending. And truly, the methodology is all the same. the bot works best trading these reversals. It's very good at it. And the way it does it is it matches candle sets. So it looks at 5 or 6 candles at a time, and then from there it gives a recommendation, or it takes a trade rather, off of those candles. And so we're looking for wicks. We're looking for a comparison. Here's a short position here. Let's see how this one works out for us. Okay, I got some chops, so I'm going to expect some drawdown here. But let's see how much I need to take first. Looking at this high over here is kind of my out, this 626 level. So let's see if price can get to that level and come back down, or if we're going to have to burn through this one as well. Let's see what we got here. Assuming we're going to buy one up there. That's not my stop. That's just going to be if this thing does run down, I want to use this as a trail. So let's see. Okay. 25, good, 10. Let's see what we got here. Good, 180, 290, good. 365, 340. Okay, we'll take 255 or 300 bucks on that. So pretty good. It's about 260 on that one. Pretty good. This would be a new trade, but we got out of that trade too late. So good trade there. We're gonna miss this one, and I'm not happy about it. And so if you guys are kind of seeing this bot will work, Heikin-Ashi candles. Jesse, so I don't know, Jesse. I want to give you a straight up answer and say like yes or no. My assumption is, okay, I don't trade Heikin-Ashi candles, and so I don't prefer them. In all the stats that I have and all the data that I have is for regular candles. Now I'll show you this since we're kind of waiting for this trade to happen anyway, which was a good trade. It's annoying, but whatever. Okay, let's go to strategy tester. Okay, now this is the older version. I had to go back. I kind of had to go backwards on some things. I had some updates I didn't like. So let's just use this one as an example. Oh, we got here? Nothing yet. Okay, cool. Let's do today's date. Sorry. So we should be around 66, 67, 65, somewhere in there. And again, we'll get this updated and get it better, but for now. See what we got. NQ, okay, 66%, great. All right, 1.5, 66%, fantastic. Now, if we go to Heikin-Ashi candles, it changes everything. Heikin-Ashi candles. And so you get a ton of signals, and I just don't know how accurate they are, but your results end up looking pretty decent on the back test. Let's see. Like around 66%. Okay, it's about the same. My fear is that these trades get entered, like, and where your entry, so it shows an entry up here, but that's probably not accurate. It shows an entry down here and here and here. Like it's gonna get the bottom, but by the time this data gets collected, price isn't even near these positions anymore. And so my assumption is no. I don't know that I would trust this strategy on a Heikin-Ashi candles, but I didn't build it for Heikin-Ashi candles because Heikin-Ashi doesn't give you, it doesn't show you like where price actually is. So it's tough. It's not for me. So no, Jesse, I kind of want to put that in there and just say no, like, nah, it ain't gonna work. But you could try it. I just wouldn't recommend it. Is my how I'd say that. Oh, okay. All right, so we'll wait for this next trade here and we'll go. Nothing yet. Is trading bot free? B, no, but it's also not available yet. So it's not free, but no, it's not available either. Not yet. So the answer to that is no. Yeah. Yep, definitely we'll try it. Yeah, Jesse, try it out. What's probably going to work or happen is you'll get a couple trades that are really good and a couple trades that are really bad, and you'll have to kind of see from there. What I would say is, let's look at the bot and let's make sure that it works really well. Now, you like the stats. Ideally, we're at that 68 to 70% win rate range or so, and we get a ton of trades every day. Let's try that out, and then let the bot when it runs, you like let it do its thing. And then when you want to trade Heiken Ashi candles, just turn it off and trade the way you normally trade. Um, but I don't think that it's going to work very well on Heiken Ashi candles. I do not. Only because the way that this thing like it works is it takes trades typically at the close. And so with the high, low, open, close, like the way the candles are formulated, it could be weird. But we'll see. We'll see. But the results look the exact same on Heiken Ashi, so that's interesting, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, Jesse, I am very excited as well. As soon as it is ready to rock and roll. We're not far though. We're not far. We're not far. Happy to have everybody here. If you guys are new around here, make sure you guys like the live stream. Would mean a lot if you guys just like the live stream. Would mean a ton. Let's see what we got here. All right. No new trades just yet. That's fine. We'll wait. We shall wait. Trader Goated. So far away. Do you know how much that will cost when it comes out? Kendall, answer that question. Trader Goated. But the thing is, whenever you trade, it's not the same as the back test because your stop is so far away. Trader Goated, I'm not sure what you're referring to fully, but in the updated versions, you'll see the trail, and the trail will be your stop loss. So when there is a trade, you'll see that the trail will be up here or whatever distance it is, which you can set, and then you'll be able to exit. The strategy will exit for you if it hits a stop loss. If it like runs straight up and just hits it or straight down, whatever it is, it'll be there. It'll be there. Hey, long position here. Good. See what we got here. Looking for a little bit of drawdown. I'm assuming that we're going to get somewhere around this. Well, I was thinking this level right here at that 740, at 574 level, or we even have to take it down to 570 even. We'll see. That's 9 points down. So we'll see. Let's see what we got here. Plus 10, plus 40, minus 50, minus 120. Okay, good. All right. So there's that. Let's see if we can hold this. If we can't and we test this level, then we have to be out. There we go. Minus 390. So quick bad trade there. But that would be, our stop would be somewhere down here anyway, and then it would just exit for us. So not the best one there. Okay. Tough one. Tough one. Because if we have to deal with a ton of drawdown, that's not going to be fun either. So total drawdown here was, new long trade here. 20 points. That was tough. Okay. See if we can get some of that back. All right. 70, 75. Good. 125. Okay. Let us see. We tried up, it didn't work out. Now we're coming back down. Let's see again here. Looking at this low again, kind of as my spot. Let's see if buyers can step in and push price a little bit higher. Okay. Not looking fantastic right now, but we'll see. See, 120. Okay. Let's see what we got. Now, part of this might just be, here goes 90, here goes 35, is that we, trading while the ATR is as high as it is can just be very difficult for us. So in the mornings, it could make sense either to trade micros and trade like half this size, or don't trade at all in the mornings. We're going to work through that a little bit, but that's kind of what this is, because a lot of these moves, like this move here, isn't bad. We just haven't seen it work out yet. Like this is our low. Here's kind of our high. We're kind of sitting in between here. I'd be okay letting this work itself out, but if we have too much leverage on, then we can't. We have a stop we have to worry about, or we have account limits we have to worry about, then we can't let it work itself out the way it should. And this could still be a loss. Both of these trades could still be L's. Don't get me wrong. But if we have too much size, which we kind of do right now, but we're testing it, so it's not a big deal. um, then it could get a little tricky. So let's see what this trade wants to give us. We're kind of sitting here, not really doing a whole lot. And then here's a whole lot. Let's see. 3. Okay. Yeah, that's got to be our stop for sure. Okay, new long position. That's no fun. Okay. Minus 360-ish on that one. Where is our trade of 8? Okay, so we've got like $30 a room here. So that one's not, this one isn't going to work out for us. So like in this specific trade, I don't know if we would get a trade, but we might want to go short off of this. This one's tough, and then that one over as well is kind of tough. Like it is what it is. Um, and again, we'll have some updates to get this a little more clear, but it could make sense for us to either not trade this candle here or go short. I'm not 100%. Now, it does repaint a little bit because the settings are so tight that it will change around. So we do like a one candle confirmation, but I'm not 100% sure how I want to handle um, when price is slipping like this. I'm wondering if there's a way to flatten out some of these so that when price is sloping, we can get a short in this specific example or just not trade it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not as discouraged as others might be. I'm actually not mad at all about that. Let's do, is it the 44 one? Or flip over. We'll do a new account here. We got a couple that we can do, so let's do that one as well. Let's go here. So here's how you would change this around. You go Topstep, edit, and so like let's say you have multiple accounts that you want to trade. Now I all of a sudden just forgot which account I wanted to trade now. Which that trade looks like it's decently going to work out. Look, kind of repaint. I don't like that. And I have a solution for the repaint 544. There we go. That's why I couldn't see it. All right. And we're in this account now. So we'll burn through a couple evals. I'm not really worried about that. Not worried about that at all. Typically, I like to do this in Apex accounts, but Apex has their resets back at like $50 or $75, and so I didn't want to do that. Do you have Discord? Trader Goat? Nope. Just some advice. You need to find something that is fully automatic. Okay. Not the same as the back test. Trader Goat. I'm not sure what you mean, boss. Can you show P&L on your sessions when you stream? Yeah, I do, Alex. I do. Kendall, not 100% sure just yet, but we'll get there. And then, Remy, what I would say is instead of looking at like time of day, we would just look at the ATR. And so we're at about 19, and my stop is about one candle right now. And so ideally, we'd like this to be down at like 10, maybe even 12. And so it wouldn't just be one full candle that stops us out. We would have it have to be a couple in a row. And so I'm wondering if our performance would be improved, or again, we would just lever down, and we go like 5 micros instead of a full one, which would still take a ton of time for us to, the trades would extend a little bit, but we would be not down $300. You'd be down like 150. And then that last trade that we were just in would have worked out pretty well, as you could see. So I think the mornings, we just got to work on doing less leverage, if that makes sense. Trader goated. No, buddy. And Trader Goated, so we're doing a fully automatic strategy, and the results, if we're looking at 50, 60,000 trades, having a couple losses in a row isn't really something to worry about because we're looking at large sample sizes here. So if we know we're going to win 2 out of every 3, if we lose 3 or 4 in a row, we're probably going to win quite a few in a row as well. Like that's just the law of large numbers. We have to make sure that we're keeping that top of mind. 1, 2, if we're trading prop firm accounts, we can't have fully automated. That would not get us a payout. And so we have to have something that's a bit manned / we have to manually get out of some of these trades. And that's okay. Now the stops, again, this is like version 0.0. We'll have an updated version of this, I think this afternoon, that will have like our trail on there. It'll exit our trades for us perfectly. We'll be in good shape there. But for the most part, you'll want to exit on your own. That way you are able to get your payouts, which is the whole point of this thing. So, and we should have some accuracy increases, and some of these issues where we have like multiple trades on a candle, like we'll get rid of that. Like that will get solved here pretty fast. So I'm excited about that. You guys are just looking at like the raw like first version of it, and you're thinking it's supposed to be perfect, and like that's just not how this stuff works. That's not how any of this works. You have to test forwardly. You can't do back tests only. So this is part of it. Let's see what we got. Like one full micro automated. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Trader goaded. Nope. Is there a way to Tradeovate group trades with TradingView? Monica, I don't know. Like, I think there's some sort of way to do it, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. I think that you have to have like another system set up going to get it done. I'm not 100% sure. Now, what you can do is you can have like inside of NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, whatever, you can have a lead account and then you can have accounts that take the same trades. And so you still can, like, you just have to set that up in Tradeovate and then make sure that you're taking trades from the lead account in TradingView. That would allow you to do that. So that wouldn't be a big deal. That was not a big deal at all. Overhead subscription for each account is a pain. What do you mean by that? Yeah, the three, yeah, the message exactly. It didn't work. I tried Trinivate, it works, but the overhead of subscription to each account is a pain. Monica, how do you mean by overhead? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Um, not sure what you mean by that. Let's see what we got here. We'll probably get a new trade here in a few minutes. But we've been holding this level here pretty nicely, which has been interesting. So like right in here, been holding that quite nicely. We slipped down about 10 points or so. So kind of this low right here is the lowest of lows recently. But we've been holding this quite nicely here. So we'll see what we get here. And so we'll see. I For whatever reason, Topstep didn't recognize that my signals were coming from MNQ. And so I wanted to be trading about 8 micros instead of one full mini. Not a big deal. But it didn't recognize that we were getting signals from MNQ. And so it didn't allow my trades to go through because we can only trade 5 contracts in an eval instead of trading the full 8 micros, which was really weird. So I'll have to play around with that a little bit. And I think what I'll have to do is just specify that I only want trades to come from MNQ. And then I think that will allow us to do that. All right, there's a long position here. Let's see how this one works out for us. Okay, there's 80. All right, 100 minus 20. Okay, so a little bit of dancing going on here. We'll see. Oh, I see what you mean, Monica. I see what you mean. All right, 240. We're going to look at this level right here, kind of this 48 level as our stop, and there it is. Okay, so we're going to use that stop there as well. Really choppy here. I think, though, that we're going to get kind of a reversal. All right, so this is blue right here. I'm kind of thinking that I'd want to go short off of this. Now, this next trade might give me a long, which is fine. Totally fine. But I think while this is blue, we want to trade the trend here. We'll see. I'm going to test that out and see what the stats show, and then we'll figure it out. All right. So this candle falls down, no problem. There's our stop, by the way, 48. So kind of the same level I had. Okay, new long position here. We didn't get a fill just yet, though, or no fill at all. There it is. Okay. All right. See if we can get a pop here. We'll figure that one out too. All right. 160, 200. We'll wait. Okay. A little bit of a slip. 205. It's either going to accelerate way down or it's going to hold. And I'm not 100% sure I like the hold here. But we'll figure that one out as we go. 265. We'll leave it. There's 315. Okay, there's 3. So I'm kind of considering this being a short trade. Either no trade while this is blue because we have a trend, or making this a short. So we're going to play around with that. And we'll see. Here's another long here. Like this, again, might be another short. Now, this trade probably works out because we've gone flat a little bit, but we'll see. But I'm kind of thinking that this 2 would either be no trade or a short. We'll see. There's 290, 260, there's 3. Good. Okay. 200. Good. 180. Damn, we could have taken 300 bucks on that one. We didn't take it. So, all right. And so that would be a trade where we'd want to take profit there for sure. Minus 80. Okay. We're going to get stopped out here, I think. I'm not worried about it, but I think we are going to. We'll flip over to our demo account. Not a huge deal, but okay, plus 15, 140, good. 85. Okay. Are we going to continue to roll up here or what? Let's see. New long position the bot likes. Okay, I like that price action. See if we can get about 3 on this one. 375, good. Okay, chilling. 275, 290, there we go. 250. Good. Okay, we'll say 340 on that one. I'm probably leaving a little bit of cash on the table there, but we don't want to let that slip away. So we're down 450 in this account still, so we need a couple more trades to really work out for us to get back to even if we can. But solid trade there. What time was that? 9:31. Solid trade there. He's a change title. He is not trading bot. Go to trader, buddy. Let's put you in timeout. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Bot places all these trades. Yes, Ty, it does. It places all the trades. Monica, yes. Yes, Monica. That's right. Put you in timeout, buddy. We're putting you in timeout. Sorry. I just don't want to read that shit. We're putting you in timeout. We're still in the testing phase, so yeah, put you in timeout. I love that. Like, fuck out of here. Sorry. Anyway, this is a solid trade here. So the trade that we took was here, and it's still working out pretty good. We had a chance to get out at about 3 something. We ended up taking like 2, I don't remember what it was, 230, 250, 300 maybe, I don't know. But we had a chance to make a little bit more money on that than we did. It's okay. So now this is kind of the part 2 is like, if I go short here and go short here, these are both L's. For sure. Well, this one's a win. That went straight down. That's a win. We would just have to exit pretty fast. This one and this one does not look bearish. It looks a lot more bullish than anything. And so this is kind of what I'm thinking is like, do I want to take trades while the price is surging? I don't know. Do I want to take a short off of this? I don't know. And so we'll see. We'll just use the data to figure it out. I'm sure there will be like a 3 to 4% winning percentage difference in the two. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, Monica, to go back to what you were saying, you need 5 different subscriptions in Traders Post. I'm trying to think. I think you're right. Yeah, and so it can be quite expensive. It can be, yeah, it can be a bit, especially if you're trading just anything that's what's the word I'm looking for? Anything that's eval or like your funded accounts, not your live accounts that you would get moved to eventually, but just your funded accounts. Yeah, like I think you can only do 4 papers in a on there, and so I think you'd be better off going on NinjaTrader and setting up uh, that follow trade or whatever, that group copy trader, and then trading from there. This is a really good trade here that we just didn't capture, which would make up for everything we just had and then some. Which would be, and so this is kind of what I'm saying. Like, do I want to take these trades here? Like, it hasn't worked out. This one didn't work out. That one didn't work out. This one almost didn't work out, but it did. But it's like this trade here. Like, this is 50 points in counting. Like, that's $1,000 for us right there. So that's really nice. But we didn't stay in it this long, which is not a big deal. And again, we will have a trail on here so we can see the trail, and we're gonna work on some of the bugs. Like, I don't want to hear it, but looking at this, some of these trades that we catch off these bottoms are really good, and so we'll have to just kind of see where we want to play with this. So like a long trade right here makes more sense, but it's going to open a short, no problem. At least we'll see if it opens a short or not. But I don't know if I want to go short off of this move here. Which doesn't look very favorable to me. Let's see if we get this open. And so what will end up happening, I assume, is based on the results, there will be no trades while this is blue. And in the morning, while price opens up and it's running in a direction, like that's fine. In the afternoon, though, we'll get a lot less of these big candles, big moves. That should shore up accuracy and allow us to take the same amount of trades just in a different manner. But we'll see here. Damn, that was a really good trade that would have worked out. I don't know why we didn't get a fill. Solid trade there. 13 points. Okay, $260, no problem. No problem. Appreciate everybody in here and jumping in and commenting and saying what you got to say. Uh-oh, Apex put out a new sale. Of course they did. Do you ever trade S&P? The message, no, I do not. I do not. And the reason for it is just NQ moves fast enough that even if I trade with lower size, less size, I can still make the kind of money I'm looking for. I don't like ES futures. I don't know what it is. It just moves a little bit too slow for me. It's just not my game. I know people who do prefer it or do like it. I think the bot performs about the same level. So I like NQ a little bit better. Because ideally, we would catch a couple of these trades and just move on. Like, we don't need to trade all day. Unless you're in a funded account and you want to. You don't have to. But for the most part, I know I would like to be in and out. We'll see here. And so a lot of this, though, because I stream in the mornings, a lot of this, what I think we're going to have to do is either move our stops to be a lot lower. And so we just trade like 4 MNQs and we let our stops be a little bit larger. Or we just trade in the afternoons or when the ATR is lower. And some days, some mornings, the ATR is low. It was last Friday or Thursday. I don't remember what day it was. But the ATR was super low in the morning, like super low. And so that's always going to give us more favorable trades because if our stop is, let's say our stop is 20 points, that's just one of these candles. And sometimes you do need a candle or two to let price figure itself out before it continues in the direction. And so in the mornings, our bot's always going to be a little less accurate if we have stops that are the same size as one candle. And so that could be something that we work on too. Maybe putting our stop at, it sounds like a lot, but like 35 or 40 points while the ATR is really high. And then just trading with a lot lower size. And then as the market cools down, we can add more size and shrink our stop loss. And so those will be things that I'll have obviously ready for you guys. But as we forward test, like this is part of it. I happen to show you guys all the losses and all the things that don't work out because you need to see that. This is part of how it works. But I'm thinking that we need to extend our stop a little bit, which just means we need to trade with less size in the mornings. And then afternoons, we can go back to doing what we normally do. So, and this is kind of what I mean here. So this trade initially looks like it's not going to be very good, or it looked like it was going to be decent, but I had a feeling that we didn't want to get in front of this. And so tough. Like this should be a long here, and then maybe we're still in this trade. Maybe not. That's 14 points down versus 17 points up. That's a pretty good trade. All right. We're gonna get a fill here. I don't know why my boss not signaling, but we didn't get a signal for this one, so we'll just wait. I have a feeling, save, that, yeah, I knew that was the case. Okay. One thing about this, and this is a coding error, this is one of the issues that I have to get resolved, is sometimes it starts to paint these signals that aren't actually signals, which is why you don't see the alert, which you guys can't see. But you don't see my alerts light up. That's also an issue that we're going to work on as well. So just a couple bugs for sure. If a trade does not get opened and there is a signal, then that signal is not actually real, which is highly annoying, but is what it is. So give us more time. Um, yeah, exactly, Krishna, exactly. Um, it does exactly. I'm saying I'm with you, Krishna. Well, ES is it's smaller, and so like yeah, 2-3 points is massive because it's in size. It is smaller, um, which makes sense. But also like you make less money per point, which is the other thing. And so if I'm going to be correct on 5 or 10 points, like I want to get paid as much money as possible, which is why I trade NQ, um, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how I look at it. Okay, there goes one alert. So we have something going on here. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. All right, so there's that. So we should be ready for a new signal here. Let's see what we got. Short. All right, there's our entry. Good. 115, 180. We should probably should have taken that. Our $80. Let's see if we can get about two here. If we can, great. If we can't, it is what it is. 115, 70. Okay. 60, 90. We're trying here. Okay, so we try to go down. Nothing. Let's see. 35, 20. Looks like that $100 probably was right. I should have grabbed that. Let's see if we can get that again. We'll take it. 50, 35. I know it's going to be a shorter and smaller trade, but some of these we just got to be okay with it. All right, so there we got price pushing down a little bit. Okay. 20, 35. We're waiting. There we go. There we go. Solid. 215 on that one. So now we're down 260 for this account today. All right, so we're battling back a little bit. Good. Um, solid. So part of this is the ATR is just a lot lower than it was before. And so like it's going to be we're just going to get better trades as the ATR is lower. I could put in a filter and basically like no trades when ATR is a certain level, which like could work and would be fine. We just essentially wouldn't trade the open, or maybe even like the close, which we could just do that anyway. Or what probably needs to happen is we go to micros and we trade with three or four micros, and then we let that volatility, and because price moves so much, we let that be what makes us the money, not necessarily trying to catch these trades off of one candle. So I'm tinkering with it. What I would like to do is put most of the responsibility, or not responsibility, but most of the decision making in your guys' hands, and so you would be able to decide when you want to trade and not trade, and then there would just be some guidelines like, hey, listen, if you're going to trade in the morning, make sure your stop loss is this, make sure this is that, and then that would help you stay safe. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I think I want to do, but we'll see. We'll see. But we're not far now. We have some very encouraging updates and back tests that I'm liking. So we'll be in we'll be good to go here. We'll be good to go, ready to rock and roll. Okay, price is absolutely flying down. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna get this off the screen really fast. 1 second. Okay, good. Just do there. All right. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. 23 points and counting. Solid trade. I think we got a pretty good amount out of this trade. We got about half, I would say, of the points that we could have captured, which is pretty good, especially when you have a trail. That's going to be okay. So our trail would be somewhere up here. I don't know where exactly it'd be, but it'd be right there. Then we'd be out. Again, so we had this is kind of the original bot, so which is fine. Um, but as we get these updates, I think we're going to be pretty excited. So hopefully tomorrow we've got like a close version to what we'll have, and then again, I'm gonna figure out if I want to deal with this or not. Like, do I want to take? Is it does I do I consistently get good trades and make good money with when this thing is blue via the bot, Or do I just not want to trade it at all while this thing is blue? And so we would just sit, and then our first trade would be, this would be the first eligible candle, and then this one here. Or do I want to take trades with the trend? Put like a I don't know, 5 EMA or something, or 10 EMA, and then if price is above, it goes long. Price is below, it goes short. Something like that. We'll see. Because a lot of times, if we don't have enough space as far as like leverage goes, then some of these wicks could get us tapped out, and that we don't want that, right? So let's see the message. I'm gonna stream today. 1200. Hey, nice work, Ty. Nice work. I need $700 more for the day. The message. What does that mean? Why do you need 700 more? What does that mean? What does that mean, my friend? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go and wash my face really quick. Right back. Well, that worked out, huh? All right, so trade got entered. Not exactly sure where the entry price was. I know this is the signal, but I'm not sure exactly where it was. A little drawdown there, and then it worked out for us pretty nicely. Probably could have stayed in this one, but I don't know how low price wants to go here. So here's kind of the spot I'm looking at, and here's kind of the spot I'm looking at up here. And at this point, I don't want to give away. So now we're only down 111 in our account. Can you guys see that? Just above. Let me raise it up just a little bit. How's that? 111. Okay. So you guys can see that. Okay, great. So we're battling back. Take some time. And I just think the error with my weekly goal of 3,000 just needs to nice. We can't switch. No, we can't, which is why, yes, you show P&L. Yeah, Alex. Sorry, my face is just too large. There you go. It's there. I always show the P&L. Always. Always, always, always. Always, always, always. All right, so good trade there. So we're probably just one more trade out from getting back to even / profit for the day, which would be nice. Which would be nice. I appreciate it, Alex. I appreciate it. I just make it large so that when I go do the edits, there's enough space. Like if it's too small, it looks all weird. So anyway, if I could figure out a better way to do it, then I would. How's the new camera angle? Usually I do like face level. It's a little higher today. Not sure how I feel about it. It's okay, I guess. We'll see. So this trade was actually really solid. You guys got to see the little automation in in real time. So I just walked away for a second to wash my face off and then come back and we're in some money, which is always good. Now, the thing about trading when the ATR is a little bit lower, and again, if you guys aren't familiar with the ATR, get familiar with the ATR. It's the most important indicator you could have on a chart. It just tells you how large these candles are in each one of them. And the reason you want to know that information is to know how much to risk. Sometimes you get into a trade and it's like, holy cow, it barely moves and I'm up a crazy amount. Or this thing has moved a ton and I'm only up a little bit. That's the ATR. You need to be measuring how large these candles are and you know how much to expect. When the ATR is a little bit lower, sometimes these trades will take a couple candles and they'll kind of move like this, right? So we didn't stay in this trade long enough according to the strategy, but this is 50 points, 53 points right here. And eventually, again, we'll have a trail to show, blah, blah, blah. Like, it'd be great. But um, as the ATR gets a little bit lower, we do tend to get a couple of these candles to roll in a row like this, which is great. Sometimes when it's high, you just get back and forth, massive candles, and it can be very difficult to time up. And so I'm thinking, okay, we're at about an hour, um, we're at about an hour and a half or so from the market open, and now price is settling down a little bit. Yeah, it's still kind of choppy. Here's our low, here's our high. We tested the high, we tried to. This is the low. We're gonna maybe try and test this down here, this 502 level, 500 level. But we're kind of back and forth. But the strategy is now capturing a lot easier moves, a lot smoother moves, I'd say. And I think that just has to do with price action. And so maybe the case is that if we do trade in the mornings, again, larger stop, less risk. And then as the morning kind of uncorks itself, then we take the same trades, a little bit more risk, and we get to kind of ride out some of these moves here. So we'll see. We'll see. First, we got to make sure that we're entering trades properly. And then second is that we have the trail that we can actually see and that we don't get duplicate trades on the same candle and that we have results we like. Then we can start to tinker with that a little bit. Okay, long trade here. Entry stunk. Entry was really high compared to where the signal came in, which is okay. We're about, how many points is that? Probably 2 to 3 points off. So that's okay. But let's see what happens here. I'm kind of expecting us to touch this low down here, and then maybe we can repel back up. So we'll give that some time. I'm not in love with this move just yet, but we'll see. And so the idea would be that this might be a short trade here. That instead of going long, we'd go short right here. Not 100% sure again if I like that ideology, but that's the idea. And it looks like that would be the right move here. Let's see if we can get a bounce a little bit first. Okay. Good. This is a huge drawdown. I don't like this, but let's see. We're testing it out. Whatever. Okay. There would be the stop. Here would be a new long position right here. Again, I think I'd like that to be short. Let's do. Oh, give it a second here. Okay, we'll be out of that one. So now we're down 6 or 7, I think. 625. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay, cool. So again, wondering if I just want this to be short trades, short here, short here. That obviously makes more sense. But this trade kind of, this one's good too. Yeah, that's going to be an update I think that I want to make. Either, again, no trades here, or we take the opposite trade on these. So we'll see if we can get that update by next week, maybe Tuesday, I'm thinking, over the weekend / Monday, Tuesday. I think we can get this update going. So we'll see. Like, this is a really good trade here, but maybe we don't take that one at all. This one's better. We'll see. This is going to go long here again, I think, if this stop didn't get hit. All right, there's long. There's 40 bucks, $5. So we're kind of stepping in front of a speeding train here. Let's see if we can get kind of 200 bucks a year off this. No, we're not going to get 200 bucks off of that. Nope. So we're falling a little bit. Okay. 105, 90. Let's see. I don't know if I want this thing to make new lows on me, but might give it some room. Okay, we'll close that one out. We're down 964. Tough one there. All right, let's flip over. Let's call that a day in those two accounts. We'll have to reset those for tomorrow, and we'll redo them tomorrow. Not a big deal, but whatever. Let's go here, log out of that, and get into, not that, but this. I made my Topstep account before I made my TradeAvate account. How funny was that? All right, let's turn this one off, turn this one on. They're the exact same. Yes. But one is inside the TradeAvate demo account, one is inside the Topstep account. I always keep a couple on me. And again, for right now, like the goal, yes, is to make money. That's obviously the goal. But I want to see like some of these trades here, and it kind of reset on me a little bit. All these trades move down. I don't like this. This is gonna get fixed. But some of these trades, like if should all of these be shorts? Like I'm not 100% sure. Like maybe, you know. Go here. I don't like that it does this. There's a look ahead bias here, and that is causing some of these right here to look different than they actually were. Not a big deal. That's getting fixed too. But I'm wondering if short up here, short here, short here, or I guess this would technically just be one trade, which would mean we have less trades. But this would be a short, and we would just ride this one down until the stop gets hit. That would probably be the better. That's the better trade. But I don't know if it's always the better trade, if that makes sense. Like this right here would be a short technically, which it would have worked out. And this is the entry right here. It would have worked out quite nicely. And then this trade, this one right here, this one would have been a long, which, okay, like that had some profitability on it, but it being a short was a much better trade. And so we'll see. Um, we'll see how we want to handle that. We'll test it out. What I think is going to happen is that there just won't be any trades on while this is lit up blue. I think that's going to be the better way to do it, but we'll see. We will see. Anyway. Such a strong confidence. I appreciate it. I say I appreciate it. I really appreciate that, my friend. Really do. All right, long position here. Again, I think this should be a short, but we're going to give it some time here. Let's see what we got. This one probably ends up working out for us. What in the world? So down 4 there. That was quick. So no good there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to flip this one over. I think we're going to have to just call that one, call it a spade a spade. Now, here's the thing with this is that was fast. I think the next one probably works out. This one's probably a little bit moving too fast. We'll see. Is technically we would get less trades because we'd be in a short somewhere up here, and we'd still technically be in the short. Would I be in the short? Probably not. But this trade, the entry, we had an entry, I'm gonna mark it right there. I don't know exactly where it was, but this is 60 points basically, which is nuts, which is sick. But we wouldn't have multiple trades. We wouldn't have a long off of this. We would have a short up here. We'd still be in that move. So just fascinating stuff, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. I like showing you guys, like we'll go back in, I'm sure a couple weeks and look at these and be like, yeah, this is nothing similar to what it is now. And so it's like, again, this is why I'm thinking maybe we do no trades here because this could easily happen. And so you're right and then you're wrong. And like, we'll see. Anyway, but this is like the progress. We're building this thing in real time. I'm showing you guys all the results in real time. And look, sometimes it's going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be terrible. And either way, can't be phased by that. So we know we have a couple like bugs to fix. We've got a couple of these trades. Obviously, you guys have seen this where the signals that I get, like just remember, burn this in your brain for a second. Like this blue signal right here did occur at that spot. So we did get a long trade at this spot. It just ran down on us pretty ugly, right? We saw that. Okay. Okay, here's a long. At some point, randomly, these things will flip and like they'll just change and like it'll be like long down here or something. I don't know what that's about, but okay, I knew we were like way too sized for these. We have 3 contracts on. I in my head I'm still thinking we have 1. Let's let these work out for a second. In my head I'm like, why the hell are these moves so large? I have 3 contracts. This is the demo account, so I go to 3 contracts. But I'm like, what the hell? That makes sense. I was like, damn, that happened fast. It's pretty much a normal move. All right, so partial, okay. Looking at this lower down here, this 455. Okay, yeah, we'll call that one a loss too. The size on this one doesn't really matter. We're just in the demo account now. So we're just going for reps here. That's how we get better. Okay, so short, this should have been a short trade too. That makes a lot more sense. Damn, that candle's huge though. Damn. I don't know what happened to ACR. All right, here we go. Trying to catch a falling knife here is not going to be fun. We're going to need about 500 bucks though for us to get out of the trade. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to get 500 bucks though. There's 3. We might. Okay, 30? Nope. 225, 240. Okay. I don't know. If we didn't get profitable early, it's going to be tough because there's a lot of momentum on the downside. I don't know, Mr. Bot. I don't know. Let's see. Kind of holding, which is nice. Let's see. We'll take about -7 on this one. So about double the amount of size we have now. Okay. No. Now, in future editions, you'll see the partial take profit that I have in there as well, just so you kind of know if you want to scale out, you can. There's 4, there's 5, good, 6, 7, 720. Okay, we'll take 660 off that one. Maybe a little bit more to gain if we stayed in there a little bit longer. But okay, so this trade would technically not be open because we'd still be in this one, which is why we'd have less trades. This would still be that short, and we'd be in this short probably until about right here. Looks like the trail would have got hit somewhere in here anyway. But if there wasn't, this would be a short trade, which it would have worked out initially. Then it really would have went against us. And had I stayed in this one, I could have made up for all those losses we just had in a row. But whatever. So hopefully you guys are seeing my vision here, because in actuality it's not. But as you can tell, I'm very enthusiastic about it because a lot of this stuff is like very solvable by just flipping a switch. So super excited about that. All right. Okay. Well, this trade might sit and go for a while because because this thing's gonna move here. And so good, eligible trade now. Like, I don't know. I just like when price is sloping down like this, I just do. I think I want to be in the game where we can hit these home runs. And that could be a flaw in the way I see things, but I genuinely think that it probably needs to be something like maybe just a 9. A 9's fine. And then this would be a short, which would have worked out. This would be regular trade. This would be that'd be a long, which would have worked out. Yeah, I think I like that. And then short, and then maybe a short right here, maybe. The issue with not the issue, but one part of this will be though that if we do decide to flip this over and go trade with the trend while this is blue, which I think makes sense, we'll get less trades, which means if you're not in the trade or you don't stay in the trade, then you're not going to capture this entire move. You'll capture a part of it. But ideally, we are able to do this, and we have a couple performance accounts that we can tap into. And all we have to do is catch 1 or 2 of these moves, and then we can be done for the day. So hopefully you guys are seeing my vision here. But that's kind of what I'm thinking with the EMA is this would be a normal trade, which would have worked out. Long, short trade here, which would have worked out. Normal, short. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's where I want to be next. I'm thinking I won't have that update till next week though, unfortunately. But I think that's where I want to be. I don't think I want to waste any more time with that. So I'm excited about that. That'll be sick. Yeah, no, ATR is super high. You're right, Remy. ATR is crazy high. It'll slow down, it'll pick up, it'll slow back down. And so that's kind of part of it. It's part of it. And so you could just say for the first hour of the day or hour and a half, we're gonna get, lower or less price movement, or more, we're gonna get more price movement, and then in the afternoon ish, or like 11 Central, noon Eastern, it'll slow down. But I think the name of the game is just going to be trading with the right size. And ultimately, well, ideally, we don't sit here all day and try to catch all these trades. We just trade for the normal time that we're normally trading. So a couple hours a day if we can, or maybe half hour, a couple, 3-4 hours. Then we turn it off and we come back the next day. And so you'll probably have the same type of results every day. Well, you should because it's automatic. But what I mean by that is you'll know if, okay, I probably need to size down right now, like in the mornings, if that's when I want to trade. Or if it's in the afternoons, I can size up a little bit and tighten my stop a little bit because the candles are, 8 points or they're 7 points. And so it'll take me 3 or 4 candles in a row to hit a stop. Um, I think that's going to end up being maybe where we want to be. But this is a fantastic move, though. This trade was awesome. We dealt with a little bit of drawdown, but ended up being about 45 points, which is $900 off one contract, which means we would have made 3 grand had we stayed in. So that's really nice. Just shy of 3 grand, 2,700. Really good there. We'll get another one here if price slows down and rolls back. Short trade here. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this yet. So price opens and runs, no problem. I'm kind of expecting that. But let's see. Now, imagine all these numbers here in a third. So 200 bucks here, okay? 200 bucks still, one something. I just call these in third. I don't feel like going inside of Traders Post and changing it now. All right. So I kind of like this setup is very nice. This is how I like to trade, which is price rolls up, we then go short, and then we have price coming down. I like the way it's looking. I'm not sure if price can get below here though at any point and be profitable for us. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Almost even. There's even. And we had this huge wick up here, so we got to respect that. But I like the fact that price tested up here and it pushed back down a couple times. We just need to see price hold again and roll back down for us. That'd be very nice. Okay, we're below, now we're above. Okay. 165, good, 30. It's fast. Nothing's worse than fast moving price. Like you're profitable, then you're negative, you're down 400, then you're up 200. Like nothing worse than that. Because you don't know where your exit's going to be. Even with a limit, you might not get filled at that. You might not get all the contracts filled at that point. All right. So really tight trade here. Let's see if we can get this thing to extend down. 180, good. Damn. Is 180 all we're going to do? There's no way. I need more than that. 90 even, 90. 150, good. There's 3, good. Okay, nice price action up. Oh, man. If this thing gets back down to even, we'd be oh my gosh, we'd be in a really good spot. I still like the same kind of level right here, this 479. That's still the spot that I like. We could just get going straight through this though. That'd be no fun. That would be no fun. Wow. Almost. This is unreal price action. Whew. Do we want to continue this downtrend or no? Okay. Oh, it closed me out. We're in a long position now. I don't love that. I don't love that. So I think we're still going to come down here, but okay. So that's see that? That's a bug we have to fix as well. Close this one down. All right, so the strategy itself closed, which we didn't see it, but it did close, and then opens a brand new trade. Um, that's going to be one thing that we'll need to get worked on as well, and that's an easy fix. But because this trade kind of we held our line up here a little bit. We almost stopped out at kind of my mental level, then we roll back down. Now this trade, it probably still would have been a loss, so whatever. but it closed me out and it opened a new trade. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't love that. And because we can't see the trade here. So again, just a couple bugs. Just a couple bugs. And you guys would think I'd have a lot of these bugs fixed, but nope. So I had some updates, and the updates looked decent, but the updates caused like multiple trades to be taken on the same candle, and that ended up allowing or not allowing our automation to work very well. And it gave us like too many alerts at the same. We would get like 15 alerts, and so TradingView would pause our automation, and so I had to scrap that and to start from the beginning, and we're back. And damn, that trade did work out. We were up 300 bucks or so, and then we just didn't take it because we're being greedy, and then it pulled back on us, and then it took a long, which that long damn near does work out. I just don't love that we got pulled, I got yanked out of that position and entered a new one, but that's okay. That's okay. This is why we practice, and this is why it's not released yet because I don't like it just yet. All right, let's see. Is this right? All right. Good. Good thing we got out of that trade. But had we stayed in the original one, we'd probably be profitable right now. Yeah, tough. I'm gonna disconnect this really fast. Just give me 1 second here. Maybe I don't have to. Let's see. Create a strategy. Okay, TradingView finally updating your logic. Appreciate that. TradingView used to allow you to have like 2 screens up on different devices, but then it stopped doing it. Wasn't a huge fan of that. All right, that's better. Just do contracts and just do 2. Yeah, we'll do. Yep. Okay. Long trade here. All right. We'll let this one play out for just a second. I've got an update that I'm wanting to. Ooh. All right. Looking at this low right here is kind of the spot, which is a long way away. But I'm looking at that. We'll set a limit. Let's just, yeah, -6 there. We're getting smoked. But I think I have an update here, so let's see. See if I can. Damn. Okay, so you guys kind of see what I'm saying here on this candle here. Is like, does this make more sense for us to go short? Like, yeah, probably, right? So interesting there. Whoa. Okay. Long position here. Kind of a bad fill, but let's see. Okay, we'll take our 300 bucks there because we know what price is going to do or has done. Miss a little bit there, but that's okay. Okay. Draw some numbers down here. Damn. Damn, we could have made like 700 bucks on that. All right. And I am, Kevin Crawford. Yep. Appreciate it. I appreciate that, my friend. It is, every once in a while you got to deal with some hate, but for the most part, you guys are pretty understanding. So I appreciate that. But I have kind of this update. I want to see what we get here. Let's just see. Stop. Okay. Good. Okay. Short. Let's see what we got here. No trade there. Okay. All right. That was not bad, actually. Let's see what we got here. This is a really good trade. I think our fill was a little bit higher, but 38 points, 37 points, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's 740 times 3. It's a pretty good move. ATR is just crazy high, though. Still, right? Closer to 20. It's high as hell. Ideally, though, when we get some of these trades, we would get a trade like this where there is no bottom or there's a little bit of a drawdown, but not a lot, and the price just kind of rips off for us. Like that would be cool. That's like the only advantage to trading when the ATR is high. With this strategy is we're probably gonna have to hope for a trade to get entered and then price move in our favor pretty quick. If it doesn't, especially with the ATR being high, we could get stopped out pretty fast. But that's okay. That is a-okay. All right, so I got some updates, which is good. But now I want to see if I can add a couple more. See how that works out for us. All right, cool. So I need to capture. Okay. Hmm. Damn, really good trade here. Holy shit. Now, as of right now, 76 points, that's like double what it was before. As of right now, I don't know if I have a consistent recipe for saying, like, okay, sometimes you're going to get these trades like this that just completely run, especially when price has been looking the way it has. But this is kind of why we play the game is it's why we trade. This is part of the game. Is sometimes you're going to get these grand slam hits. Now, most for the most part, this isn't going to happen in the morning just because there's so much volume that even if price does make a move like that, it's going to be so choppy that you maybe just want to get out. But sometimes you get these crazy moves like this, and we do at least want to be a part of these trades, whether we capture just a little bit, whether we capture a lot, whatever it is, we want to be a part of this. So really solid there, but we just aren't involved in it right now, which is it is okay. It is what it is. Appreciate you guys liking the live stream. If you're new around here, I really would encourage you to like the live stream and subscribe if you are also new. Got a couple of updates here that I'm trying to make right now in real time. Let's see if we can get it done though. What the hell is that? Oh, let's see. Let's do this. Okay. We could have updates faster than I expect, which would be nice. So let's see if I can get this rolling, and then we don't have any trades right now because the bot took this long trade, and it's still open technically. Damn, this move is still going. That's crazy. Because a lot of times, and we have to have room in the account, but a lot of times you can have a move like this that happens, and it makes up for any loss that you would have in the day, or just helps you hit your weekly goal. Which we'll see, like how realistic it is to try and catch a lot of these moves. We'll let the trail kind of do its thing here, but damn, that's a crazy move. I'd like to be part of that. That would be insane. All right, auto. Now that's bizarre because this bot takes trades differently than I would expect it to. Trail. Okay, interesting. How would that be? Okay. Wow, there it is. All right, let's see if we get a new position here. Nope, not yet. The reason I know not yet is we don't have an alert yet triggered. So let's see. That's one thing about this bot, it does weird shit like that. All right, so we do have an alert though. All right, so trail definitely got hit. That's good. Let's see if see what's next. Okay, short trade here. Kind of open up negative. Let's see if we can get a bit of a reversal off of this move here. Okay, so we have to eat up a little bit of drawdown, which is fine. ATR is sitting at 18, so we have to expect that. Kind of looking at this previous candle's high as my out. It's a bit a ways away, but that's kind of what I'm targeting here. Let's see. Okay, not excited about where we're going here just yet. And so like this trade here would be a long. Like this kind of what I'm thinking I want this to be. Long or no trade is what I'm seeing, but we'll see. All right, let's see what we got though. Because I think any of you guys would be happy with $200 to $300 off the open of this candle, which would be one contract, not three. It'd be $1,000 if it was three. Again, we're gonna test this. Hopefully, I can have the test ready tomorrow, but we'll see. Because I think if we get this right, win rate down, profitability up, and I'm wondering if that's a worthy trade-off or not. We'll see. I'm wondering. Okay. Now we're really just kind of sitting. So let's see if this candle can run down past our open price and see if we can get ourselves a profitable trade. Let's see. My gut says no, but I'll put a trail. We're gonna buy. We'll buy 3 if price gets right there. Okay, we enable that. Let's just see. I can slide it down as we go. This one's gonna get tapped up pretty quick, I assume. Again, not too worried about P&L right now. Just want to test. Because this long trade here makes a lot more sense than a short trade. It doesn't make more sense every time. So there we go, out of that trade. I'll let the next trade come through and see what we get. Yeah, I mean, that's just a much better trade to go long off of this. Now, today is a very unique day where we have price like really ranging, which is great. So we get like we're not necessarily moving, making new highs and crazy new lows. Like we're not really doing that, but we're getting like nice steady movement, right? Up here, down here, up a little bit here, down, up a little bit here, then we get up some more. So like days like this, the bot as it's currently constructed would have a problem with. Not ideal. And so what I'd like to see, and here's a short, what I'd like to see is some of these moves happen and we take trades with this trend. So let's see what we got here. Ideally, this would be a long, not a short. Okay. But we gotta see what we got here first. 150. Okay. 65. There's 300, 420, 360, good. 210, 120. Okay. There's 7, 6, good. Take 630 on that. So, okay. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, where you can see how the trend meter itself will flip over. Um, and that'll be tough for us to really measure. Maybe have to do a candle confirmation on that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, okay. Good, another good trade here. Okay. Really good spot. Really good. Good. 26 points, that's pretty good. 26 points. All right, well, for today, let's just call it a day here. I think I've got some updates that I want to test out. And then tomorrow, I think we'll have those updates for us to test as well to get a better feel. I think we have a chance at getting some of this trend meter action implemented as well. And so we might be able to catch some of these larger moves that happen. Now, again, most days when we trade, we don't get this smooth action like this. This is not typical. Typically, it looks something like this, where we get like a big move and then a reversal, and then we get maybe a little bit more of a move, then we get kind of a reversal. Rarely do we get these nice, beautiful, like just bunch of greens in a row, bunch of reds in a row, bunch of greens in a row, bunch of reds. Like it just doesn't happen this way all the time. And so when it does, it's great. When it does, it's fantastic, and we want to be able to take advantage of that. We do that here, and we do that right here. So really good. But we want to be able to do that right here, where we take this long here as well. Anyway, so solid day today. I know a lot of you guys are like, the fuck, it wasn't that good. It was, no, P&L wise, very bad. But I think we've got an idea of how we want to handle some of these moves. And then just with a quick and couple updates, we'll be able to get it done. So really excited about the progress we're making. I'll have some updates for us tomorrow for sure. And then guaranteed. And then over the weekend, we'll have something. And then Monday, Tuesday, we'll kind of see where we want to be with it. And then if I like our results and our results are looking good and you guys agree with them, then we can look at releasing this bad boy next week. So, and maybe, yeah, maybe at the end of the week or so, I'll have to put together kind of the course for it. Anyway, so really appreciate you guys tuning in and tapping in. We'll call it a day for today, and we'll be back tomorrow. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and we'll hit the ground running. So I appreciate you guys jumping in for today. I really do. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do some more great work. See y'all. Peace.